maybe do a little casual talk on watches, of course. That's what we talk about here on this channel. So I just got done doing a first cut rather of Vario's watch that he sent me, man. And it's the watch that I was teasing you guys with the last live that we were doing, the micro brand breakdown, marathon, if you will. Really exciting, man. Really exciting stuff. Having a lot of fun with that. Just learning watches and seeing what you guys have to say in response to the micro brands. Having a lot of fun doing that. And I don't know, man. I was just inspired just to jump on here and just rant a little bit as far as it goes. And I have the watch on wrist. This is the watch that I'm doing currently a review on. Very, very nice watch. It's the Navi single hand. And super appreciative, man. I'm really, really grateful. You know I don't have a lot of subscribers, a lot of reviews. The ones that I do have are very important. You guys are completely awesome, but it's really inspiring that, Ivan still reached out to me to send me the watch to borrow and do the review. Really feel blessed with all the support that I'm getting. Trap, if you're seeing this on the playback, man, big shout out to you, DK, JP, all you guys that are constantly on the lives, have your own channels, support. I'm really feeling grateful, really feeling appreciative, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to come here and do this little rant. Another watch I have with me, another up-to-date thing is, so you guys know, I think, that I like to do double wristing with watches, and I normally do it with my Apple Watch, but things have changed, things have evolved. I think that I looked into it as far as it goes, and I said, I'm not really utilizing the Apple Watch for its full functions. It's cool to track my sleeping. It's cool to track my progress as far as it goes, but I don't really need it as far as double wristing. It's not something of a necessity. And I actually have the watch that I'm now double wristing in here. And it's kind of funny because I have it in a watch roll and it's a very inexpensive watch. It's the F91W by Casio. Real old throwback, something that's super appreciated and super respected in the watch community as it goes. And it's kind of funny to me that I've decided to protect this watch as is. I'm acting as if this watch is thousands of dollars. And that's because I'm also trying to preserve the quality of the watch. I don't want it to get any scratches or dents as it is right now. I'm kind of babying it because I do want to do a review video on it. I want to make it a little bit fun. I may put a little bit of a twist on it, but yeah, man, it's also funny because I don't know if you guys know this, but the Bel Cantos is my grill watch right now, and that hour chime is something that is phenomenal as far as it goes with the mechanical world. Now that watch is $3,000 to $4,000 hairs, and this one is sub $20, and it does the same exact thing as far as it goes. It's a birth year watch for me. It was created in 1989 of June, and that's exactly when I was inspired to get this watch in June as well. That's what the month that it was created in 1989. So it's a birth year watch. It was created in June. That's when I acquired it. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of special. It's kind of cool that it's so affordable. And it's something that I want to double wrist as far as it goes instead of the Apple Watch, just because, the Apple Watch is going to, be out of date. It's going to, eventually I'd want to swap it out. But I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on the Apple Watch anymore. And I'm not, double backing. If that's something that you guys really enjoy and it's really worth it for you, that's completely fine. I have two phones on me usually. One is a work phone and one is my personal. So to have two work phones plus the Apple Watch. But what really tipped me over in, changing that idea altogether was the fact that I had to charge it. And I had to charge the watch at the bare minimum with all the power saving mode on it. It still needs charged every 2 days. And I don't know, man. It was just like, once I got this and how slim this is on wrist, like I want to say it's 8 millimeters in thickness. I'm not too sure yet on that, but yeah, as far as a double wristing, I feel like this would be key as far as having some subtleness, as far as experiencing that hour chime by the Bel Cantos before I get it, and it's super affordable. So very excited actually to do a review on it. I kind of feel like, with this watch, and let me know what you guys think. I think it's like a rite of passage. I'm like you guys. I consume a lot of content on YouTube. When you're a watch enthusiast, you have to consume a lot of content on YouTube because your loved ones, if they're not watch enthusiasts, they're not having that conversation with you over and over again. So by watching videos over and over, some of them 4 years, 5 years old on the F91W, some of them current, right? But all of the watch creators has done review videos on it. So I kind of feel like it's a rite of passage whenever it goes. Bro, nobody I watching. What's going on, everybody, for stepping in? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is very nice, man. It's very nice, and it's very humbling too, right? Because I've increased my interest as far as it goes for cost on watches. Like, I'm able to now be comfortable spending thousands of dollars down the road, in case wifey's watching, you know what I'm talking about. But this watch is giving me everything that the Belcantos is gonna be able to do. Plus, I'm able to look at it at night, no matter what lume you're getting in a watch, right? And the backlight to this is weak sauce, but you could still, in pitch black, see the full dial to this and read the time. So it covers all the bases as far as being super accurate, super affordable. We all know that as far as the water resistance goes, they kind of tell you that it's not really meant for much but washing your hands. But we've seen videos on this watch being submerged at astronomical depths. And if you fill this with oil, it'll go even further. So kind of crazy, man, and kind of humbling. I want to say it's like a palate cleanser as far as it goes. What's going on, everybody jumping in? I appreciate you guys. Let me start reading some chat. Let me say hello. Can I bring up the chat? No, I can't bring up the chat on a vertical like I did before. Very nice. I appreciate you. Is that an F? Yeah, it's an F. All right, so since I got some people in the chat, I want to ask you guys this question. Is that an F91? Yes, this is an F91W. Hold on one second. Got to get used to this vertical stuff, man. This is a little different. Hello, this is the leader of the 3-Cat Force Army. Would like to join the Army. This guy, no, man. I mean, big respect to everybody who serves, big respect to everybody who, you know, is in the Army, but nah, man, I'm not looking to join the Army, unfortunately. Bro, lame, you're smart. Yeah, and listen, I had a lot of people let me know that, you know, it was a smarter thing to do to put the Apple Watch aside. And you know, you guys know how I roll, right? I accept all watches as far as it goes. I accept how everybody likes to collect respectfully. But, you know, I guess I just got burnt out, man. I haven't been double wristing as much as I have in the past, just because I just go with the flow, baby. When I wanted to double wrist watches, I did it, and I did it with no shame. So at the end of the day, you know, that's just how it goes. I appreciate you, Sad, for subbing. The F91 is a great watch. Yeah, man, it's a legendary watch. I've seen it a lot, and for a good reason, right? My wife, her father had this watch when it first came out, and they say on here that you have to change out the battery every 7 years on this watch. But to be honest with you, she told me that he had the watch now for 30 to 40 years and only had to change the battery out twice. So you guys know how it goes. If you're not messing around with that backlight all night long, then you're gonna have, you know, a very longevity as far as the battery goes, and it's absolutely legendary. But going back to what I was saying, I still respect the fact if you're double wristing and you're putting an Apple Watch, God bless you, man. Maybe you have more patience than I do. I'm just tired of charging the damn thing. And I know in the back of my mind, with technology in general, we're gonna have to replace it regardless, because after those updates on the 10-year, they're like, it's not compatible anymore. You need to get the new one, you know what I'm talking about? So I don't want to continue the loop. I kind of want to explore other things, and this watch has been an absolute phenomenal choice as it goes because of how small and how subtle it is. You know, I could even flip it on the inside of the wrist while double wristing another watch and everything else. So I'm babying it for now. I got it in the watch roll because I want to preserve it. I want it to look as clean as possible for when I take the B-roll and do the review of it. But very excited to do so. Excited to continue the journey with micro brands. Again, if you missed it in the beginning, I have on wrist a watch from Vario that was sent in to me from Ivan. Absolute gentleman. As my wife says, I always drop a lot. Absolute gentleman for sending me the watch, man. I really do appreciate him bringing that in and letting me do the review. That's what I'm out here doing in the park, man. I like to shoot some content in the park outside just to switch things up. I don't have a crazy setup and studio as is, so I like to use the environment, especially in this beautiful weather that we're having in New York. So I just go in the park, I have people walk by, look at me like I'm crazy because I'm talking into the camera, but you grow thick skin and you just don't care, man. Passion supersedes any kind of that or awkwardness, if you will. And I always feel like awkwardness is here, man. No matter what, when we get in the elevator, there's always that little bit of tension, and there's always like that, oh wow, you know, depending on who the person is that's in the other elevator with you. But it's all up here. It's all in your mind. As far as awkwardness goes, as far as saying you can't make a channel or you can't talk watches, just listen, follow your passions, do your thing. I like to be outside. People are walking by looking at me with two heads, and I don't mind, man. I love doing this. I love the watch talk. I love the community, and this is what I do. So let me show you guys a close-up, if you will, of the watch, kind of like a preview to it. We're gonna do a full breakdown on this as far as the review style goes. If you guys haven't seen my other reviews, you know how I do. I normally do I take a bunch of B-roll shots. I do a shot in the park where I'll do like an intro to the video for it. But this is the Navi single hand from Vario, blue colorway, absolutely lovely. You have a compass style second hand there, and it doesn't track time down to the minute and the second. It's a laid back watch. That's what it was designed to do, to be a piece of art on the wrist, to be a conversational starter when you're at a watch event or with you when you're amongst other enthusiasts. And I think every collection needs a funky chicken, and I think every collection needs something that's fun and interesting and laid back. Minimalistic, doesn't have to be on the design, because as you guys can see, there's tons of design in this watch. But minimalistic in the sense of its function. We have our tool watches, we utilize them. Sometimes, you know, we want 500 meters of water resistance, but we're only gonna splash around in the pool. But it makes you feel more comfortable, or it's nice to know that if you wanted to go scuba diving, you could, whatever the case may be. But I rather love the watch off rip, man. I think he nailed it as far as, I don't know how he knew that I like the blue colorway. He sent me a blue dial with this lovely blue leather strap, and it's absolutely, it's a German leather strap, by the way. It's by Vario. As you guys know, Vario it kills it in the game of straps, and that's how I kind of knew them in the beginning of things. But I didn't know that he actually does a bunch of watches, man. I learned that after the fact. I'm telling you guys, I'm a regular enthusiast, learning and growing with you guys. That's what my channel's all about, just learning information with you guys. So that's just how it is. Say hi to me or I'm leaving. Lily said, say hi to me or I'm leaving, in all caps. I'm sorry. You must not know me, man. I could go on tangents for days, so I apologize I didn't say hi fast enough. I need a 500 plus meter, so if I lose it, James Cameron. Yo, that's really funny, Heretic, because I'll be honest with you, I've had that conversation to myself in my mind about that. I'm like, all right, check this out, right? If I drop the watch though, and it goes to the bottom of the ocean, it'll still be good, and I could get SEAL Team 6 to go down there and retrieve the watch. I'm good money, you know what I mean? I'll probably spend the same amount hiring a SEAL Team 16 to get that watch, but hey, it'll still be functioning, you know what I mean? I've definitely had that thought as well, man. But I believe the watch is, guys, I haven't looked at all of the specs yet. I've only just, this is pretty much like a first look to the watch. I believe it's 100 meters, which is enough to, you know, have a fun Sunday, man. A Sunday where you don't need to know the seconds and you don't need to know the minutes. You're just having fun, and it's very interesting in design. Wifey's in chat. What's up, baby girl? Just something to have fun on a Sunday and max and relax as far as it goes. So I absolutely love it. Love the design. It has drilled lugs on there. So, you know, some of the key things that I think that as enthusiasts, right, we have standards at a certain point, especially when we start elevating our watch collection and we're starting to see what actually is a benefit in the watch over it. Sharifa Santana is the wife. As far as the benefits go in a watch and what we really desire, I mean, drilled lugs, bravo. Why do I say that? Because they have a quick release for the strap. But I said this on my last live, man, it's not enough just to put a quick release. It is very nice to have it, and it's a very nice feature to keep with the watch. But the fact to have a drilled lugs lets you know that you can swap out the strap that doesn't have a quick release function or have the spring bars already loaded in there, because your next strap may not have that, but you could still swap in and out. Now you have to go and get, you know, those pins to do the swap regardless, but it's still very easy to do that. So that's how it goes. Let's see, love that watch, honestly. Yeah, babe. Absolutely. I love this watch. I put it on wrist. I showed it to her. She said that I'm tempted, man. I think Ivan from Vario knows what he's doing. He sent me this watching because he's like, yeah, he's probably going to keep it. Yeah, I know he likes the blue colorway. Who knows, man? Maybe he did his homework. But big shout out to Ivan from Vario, man, for sending in the watch for the review. Now, I can tell you, off rip, got a bug on my neck. I can tell you that off rip that because it has, some water resistance to it, because it's a fun watch, I would say that the strap should be somewhat more aquatic friendly. And, that's nitpicking already as far as it goes. It's a lovely strap that you get on there, super supple as it is for the leather, and that's what we can expect from them being a strap company as well. But I think that maybe a rubber strap should have been included, or maybe that should have been an option for as it goes. When I was looking at the website, I really didn't see, or a sailcloth. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Heretic. I absolutely wanted to mention a sailcloth because a sailcloth you can get wet. It's still not the best option as far as being an aquatic. Rubber strap is going to be the best. Perhaps maybe a NATO strap, perhaps maybe putting it on metal, but a sailcloth, actually a sailcloth is dead on, right? This is very much reminding you of being on a boat. Like the edging on here where you have the hour markers that are in, regular writing is resemblance of the what do you call it? The tools that are on a boat, right? The gauges rather that are on a boat. And then you have, of course, this piece here that looks like a compass, the dial. I don't know if you guys can see the details on the dial, but there's waves inside that. There's waves inside of the sub dial for the seconds hand. So definitely a sailor, definitely a boat type of feel to it. Over here you have what would appear to be a crown that resembles like a sailor's hat. So compass on the back for engraving. So altogether, definitely a sailing type of watch, something that you're gonna go put on and get on your boat for. But even if not, man, super interesting to talk about as far as it goes when you go to meetups, and very, very nice watch as is. So those are just some of the things that I want to mention. Of course, I don't know if you guys could see this too. The bezel here is like a coined finish, fixed bezel, which is also very, very nice. Just all around very, very nice watch. Different colorways that they have available on the website for you to choose from. So that's pretty much where we're at as of right now. I still have some homework to do. I only shot the intro just now of the video that I'm working on for the review for it. I have also some of the footnotes as far as things to mention on it, and we'll shoot some B-roll, we'll talk over it, and we'll wrap it up. Well, I have to go I appreciate you for stepping in. I say you're doing, smart people can win, but you're not. I appreciate it. Thank you, Saeed. Thank you. I appreciate you for stepping in. So yeah, guys, all done with that, intro of the video. Again, Casio watch is going to be something that I'm going to be double wristing, and I'm going to be doing its standalone review. I'm trying to think of an idea to make it somewhat interesting though, because it's been covered. It's a very simple watch. It's legendary, but it's also been, the song has been sang many times. So I'm trying to do something with a nice little spin, maybe attach it to another idea that I have speaking on watches in general. I have some ideas that I'm playing with, but definitely going to get down to that. Let me know what you guys have on wrist, man. It's a beautiful Sunday. I know you guys are probably maxing, relaxing. Maybe you're having your coffee. You just woke up late because you don't have much to do on a Sunday, and you're just relaxing. But that's what I have on wrist. That's what we're doing. That's what we're focusing on. If you guys don't know, I'm doing a micro brand breakdown week to week. Focusing on obviously reviews for straps, for watches. Also doing kind of like tutorials, kind of like, nothing like breaking down a movement. I can do it. I have done it. I've taken classes as far as servicing a movement. I think I was messing with, I forget the exact model to the movement, but it's one of those bigger sized ones, one of the pocket watches one. It's just easier to work with as far as it goes. But I realized that I don't really enjoy that, man. It tests my patience a little bit more than I like to. It's still nice that I was able to disassemble an actual movement and put it back together with all of the pieces entitled, except for opening up the barrel. It was just not necessary for me to do that unless I was going to further myself into learning how to service a movement. Maybe down the road, when I'm a little bit older, a little bit more patient, I have a little bit more time. But right now, I'll stick to modding. Modding is pretty much satisfying for me as far as it goes. Customizing dials, customizing bezels, you know, everything that has to do outside of the movement is something that I really enjoy. I've got content that I'm creating to show you guys exactly how I get that done. And it started off with just a hand swap, and I believe I also released a video. Yeah, I also released a video with me doing the polarized film on the AE, the Casio Royale. So if you guys haven't seen that video, check that out. And that's just the beginning to come. As I progress and I learn how to take the shots a little bit better for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing while I'm working, I'll release some more content as far as that goes. But I just did a video today that I released where I did a hand swap, which is really the first steps as far as it goes. Like, the only thing easier than that is maybe changing out a case back or popping off a bezel. But you know, as far as the hands goes, it's still not that complicated. It's like the next step that you would take as far as changing out something aesthetically from the outside. It's more of an inside type of thing. So check that out, see if that motivates anybody, and see if they want to do it. Today, pre-chronometer certified. Breitling Super Ocean. Oh, is that a new release, Heretic? That's cool. That's cool. I got to check that out. I mean, I don't really keep up with the Joneses when it comes to like big brands like that, because it's just something that's not of my interest. I respect it 100%. 1998 Super Ocean. Okay, that's my birth year for my brother. Long overdue. I still want to check it out though. I still want to see if it's cool. I wonder if somebody jumped on it as far as doing a review for it. I know with the luxury brands, it's a little bit harder as far as getting your hands on it if you don't have a relationship with an AD, which is something I also need to work on as well, right? Somebody who has a whole bunch of different watches, something that like Trap Vision does. He has his relationships with different ADs, and he has access to the watches through those relationships. As of now, I'm happy with just having the relationships with the micro brands, growing on that front as far as it goes. And you know, because that aligns with where I am focusing on right now, that's pretty much what my focus is. But that's really cool that the Super Ocean was released today. That's pretty awesome. Not bad, not bad. Let me see here, 1998, 42 million. Cool, man. Heretic, I'll definitely check that watch out, see what's going on with that. Wifey says you'll figure it out. My bad, wifey. I'm way nautical. Yeah, the watch is definitely a nautical watch. Love the watch, honestly. Yeah, I read that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to pop on here real quick, show you guys where I'm at and exactly what I'm doing, and having a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I appreciate everybody for popping in real quick just to have a quick rant with me on a Sunday. And of course, it all started with a watch. No matter where you are in your watch collecting journey, no matter how you decide to collect, you guys are all welcome on this channel and in this community. I appreciate you guys for popping in real quick and having a quick talk with me. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.